Hello everyone, my name is Shafwan and welcome back to another episode of Trials in Sky second chapter. So yeah, today we will go to Bose I think. And let's just go without further waiting to do. Hello there. Hey Estelle, heading out already. You just came home, so sure you can stay around for a while. Yeah, sorry, there's kind of a lot going on. Once our current job's done, I totally intend to come back and take a load off for a while. You really should. We'll be waiting. Anyway, your ticket's already been paid for by Aina. Ready to check in? As always, we should wait for the ship once we check in. Do you have any other business in Roland before we go? Yes, let's fly. Alright then. I'll give the guitars a ring and call the other members of your team. Estelle's team checked in for their flight. And off we go. I see, so now we have a gospel influencing people's mind, using the Fox particulate emitter as a medium to experiment mental control over a larger area. Well, that settles one question at least. Excuse me, Professor. Cassius, you all talk, good timing. Escape at last, did you? Yes, I finally managed to finish a bit of work. I thought I would stop by and see how you are holding up. What's this? A report from your granddaughter? Yes, just a rough express from Roland. Thanks to Tita's report, I'm quite certain of my theory now. About the gospel, I'm assuming? Yes, though it's ultimately still a hypothesis at this point. I've gone over it again and again, both on paper and with the capo, though, so I'm reasonably sure of this. Shall we go over it? Absolutely. Right then. So, what we've been calling the coastal overshot-down phenomenon. Tell me, what do you think it is based on what you've seen and heard? It's an effect that occurs to any orbital device located near an active spell, changing from one device to another. And it renders this device inert while a gospel is active. That's how it seems to me at least. Half right, half wrong. What you are describing is closer to orbital art anticept. That shares out the internal quartz circuits of an orb to temporarily suspend its functionality. The phenomenon generated by a gospel, however, is fundamentally different. It steals all orbital energy from in an orb down to the very last joule. So it's more of an orbital absorption phenomenon then. Yes, to make a comparison to a combustion engine, it's like siphoning out the petrol. But wait, unless I badly misunderstood physics, that means the gospel should absorb and store all the power, correct? Good eye, lad. You have noticed a very important fact. So I've measured the gospel after it absorbs energy, but the gospel does not actually hold any of it. Not even a single abyss fort. Is it possible the energy is being vented into the wider environment? No, not at all. The energy disappears completely, utterly, and quite impossibly thanks to thermodynamics. Furthermore, this new gospel's Estelle's group has been encountering. Every time they are encountered, they cause unbelievable phenomena that even our best orbital engineering cannot explain. It's unclear how they are causing such an effect, but I can say one thing with confidence, and that is, they are too small. I can say with absolute certainty that any device enabling such a massive effect could not fit into the palm of one's hand. Even if the society somehow possesses technology centuries ahead of our own, nothing that small could contain that much potential energy. I am starting to see where this is going. You're saying the gospels must be terminals, then. Accessing point of some sort. Exactly. The only function the gospel unit itself has an an ability to manifest an abnormal warp in a local orbital field. That warp then resonates with any local orbital devices, expands and draws energy from the devices. The energy then disappears to the warp. Well, no, it does not disappear, it is sent elsewhere. Interesting. So the power is being stored somewhere. Hopefully it's not a ring though, that the enemy have currently. And whatever is located elsewhere is capable of causing the impossible effects we have seen. You know, I hope I'm misunderstanding this. I'm afraid to get a passing grade here, old friend. The society can use the ghost to draw out and spread the power of whatever this thing is. Spreading the influence of a mysterious force. No wonder the society named them ghost wells. In that case, the nature of this thing bothers me. As you said, even if it's an orphan out there, out of our pure fiction, or as far as that goes, I'm afraid I have no real clue. I've thought of a number of possibilities, but that would be pure speculation at this point. Now, okay, just I will ask you the same question I asked you 10 years ago. We are in quite a pickle. What do you need me to do? Haha, the exact same word as when I asked you to develop the patrol airship. Well then. The key, I think, must lie in this warp the gospel creates. Russell, can you develop some kind of plan or methods of stopping the resonance to spread? Haha, thought you asked that. I'm just about done with my current invention anyway. I will get to work as soon as I'm done with that. The K, eh? Eleanor Cecilia. So yeah, we are going to talk with them again, I guess. Let's go talk with Olivia first. Ah, Estelle, at last we return to Bose, the land laden with memories of our first meeting. It makes my heart swell to return to a place of such a sweet nostalgia. Shocking as it may be, I kinda have to agree on that heart-swelling memories bit. Although as I remember it, you were kind of rude back then. You said I was unattractive and made fun of me like a schoolboy. You misunderstand me, my fair Rose. I would only display such a cute, bashful behavior in order to hide feelings of love unabated. Yeah, I'll bet that's it, exactly. You sure didn't waste any time putting these moves on Shara, as I remember, or Joshua? Well, putting it aside, as you stand now, your beauty is incomparable to what it was then. Yours is a supple, healthy beauty, with a maiden's gentle virtue. Indeed, you have grown, Estelle. Oh, thank you. Though when you put it that way, it's kind of embarrassing. Please don't say it like that again. There's no shame to be bad and virtue, Estelle. Still, you have but only begun to climb the ladder of adulthood. Should you wish to ascend even higher, I will be more than happy to assist you. Hey. No, thank you. If I was ever in position to ask anyone about that sort of thing, I'll be a million times better off asking Shara. Ah, pity. The things I could teach. No, Shara will be the one to. Ah, I'll remind you that I have a very large stake. This is so funny. Oh yeah, Olivia, you put the stuff there too. Did you dream like I did? I suppose I did. Yes, Huh? Is something wrong, Olivia? Well, I was simply thinking that it was a shame. For you see, in my dreams, I was in the company of peerless, beautiful maidens. Patrick's chefs fairly blessed by all this. If you had not awoken me, Estelle, I could have done this and that, and perhaps fate has willfully stirred me at your arrival. Well, would you care to discover that which can only be conceived in dreams? Remember what I said about my stake? I can always put you out. I can always put you to sleep with it forever. No, I'm sorry. For the love of... Still, Oliver's eyes was so sad for a moment. What did he dream of? You needn't make out such a face was sweet. Huh? In truth, it was nothing special, simply a memory of my boyhood. Dear Mueller showed up in it, for example. I see. Then why the heck couldn't you just mention that from the start, you perv? No, anger wouldn't becomes you, Lady Estelle. Let's ask her. Oh, hi Estelle. Still looking around? Sorry, yeah. Oh, Tita, this is your first time in Bose, isn't it? Uh-huh. I've heard there's a really big stores in Bose. I kinda want to see it. The Bose Market? Yeah. Think of it like the department store in Gressel, but even bigger. It's actually a bunch of different stores all in one space. It's really busy. Wow, that sounds amazing. I hope we'd arrive in Bose soon. Oh, Estelle, have you been to Revenue Village? Yep, I stopped there once on the job. That's a kid hometown, right? Uh-huh, he has a little sister named Misha living there. I get goes back pretty often, I think. At least once a year to say hello to her. Ah, right. I guess little sister, huh? Must be hard for the poor girl, having such an antisocial lump for a brother. Estelle, that's not nice. A kid can be, blunt, but it's also really nice. Ah, yeah, he is just kind of clumsy and easily embarrassed, to be honest. Huh? You know, I bet Misha's a really good person. Whenever a kid talks about her, his eyes turn so gentle. Tita, what's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. My heart just felt, kind of weird for a bit. I wonder why. Somebody's a bit jealous of Misha, I bet. You don't need to be jealous, lad. Hello there, kid. Hey, is something wrong, kid? It's nothing. You still wandering around the ship? Yeah, basically. Oh, you're from Revenue in the Bose region, right? This will be your first time back home in a while, then. No, was there just a bit ago chasing down the intelligence division, guys? Hey, wait a second. Why are you assuming I'm going back home? Ah, don't be embarrassed, you big teddy bear. You've got a little sister back in Revenue, right? You mentioned her once. You must be the biggest softie when it comes to her, huh? Hey. Oh yeah, where the heck's Revenue is your house anyway? I don't remember meeting any girl who stood out as I guess little sister when we were there investigating the Sky Bandits. There was a girl with Louis, but no, too young, and I figured your little sister's gotta have your hair. Is she dead by the war? Yeah, I think she is. I will introduce you to Miss Justin, assuming we have some reason to visit anyway. Yeah, please do. And in that case, we'll have to bring Tita along too. Why would we have to do that? Tita's kind of attached to you in case you hadn't noticed. She would be pretty let down if you didn't introduce her to your sister, you know? Oh, I get it. You don't want Misha and Tita to meet, huh? What? Haha, now I get it. They might get together and get in a lot of trouble like Tita did with Rene, or they might get jealous of each other. Man, I feel a lot of sadness from it. Yeah, she's dead. Being an older person must be hard work. Oh, that's what you mean. Huh? Well, don't worry, I'll clean up any mess that happens. I've gotten pretty good at data sorting. So you just go ahead and introduce this too. Crazy kids, and I'll make sure nothing blows up. Yeah, thanks. I'll be counting on you for that. Well, let's ask her. Estelle, out of our walk again. Haha, more or less. More importantly, I'm sorry. I didn't really open up with Jisoo until the very end. Don't worry. Still, that girl with Jisoo is one of the Sky Bandits, isn't she? Yeah, she's a cheeky, insulting little punk by the name of Josette Capua. She's also the single biggest tomboy I've ever laid eyes on. And people call me a tomboy sometimes. Poof. I see. She does, seems to be charming from the photograph. She can be pretty cute if she keeps her mouth shut. And she did manage to play a perfect upper crust girl when we first met her too. I'm sorry? Yeah. I see. That is impressive dexterous if I may so. Well, it does make sense since she's apparently from her opponent nobility, but even a face like that is her specialty, I think. Peel away the layers though, and like I said, at the core she's a cheeky, restless little punk. Haha, still from what I've heard, I can't really find the cause to hate her. Suspect that if we found a chance to talk, we might have quite a lot in common. Yeah, I can see that happening. We'll side off each other like oil and water. Our personalities won't fit together, trust me. Maybe. Oh, Chloe, you're put to sleep with us back there. Did you have some kind of dream? I did. It was during the Hundred Days War. During the war? Oh, I see. That's when you were with Matron Teresa. Yes, I was in the care of Matron Teresa during the fighting. We lived together for some time. And, what's wrong? It's just that, even though it was that 10 years ago, Climb Angel would show up. If I had stayed in the dream long enough, perhaps even you and Joshua might have appeared. Well, a dream for you. Coherence not guaranteed. Very. Still, in hindsight, it was a little frightening. Huh? And in the dream, I was happy. Very, very happy. I wanted everything to stay that way from the bottom of my heart. That isn't right, is it? Simply wishing to escape reality in that way. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's always nice to have a happy dream, sure. But, yeah, if you asked if I wanted to see that dream again, I'd be a little hesitant. Yes. The dangers of the gospel. I feel like we've gotten a real hand from often. I wonder where her parents is. I forgot. Is her parents still alive? That's the thing. I'm going to probably to ask myself in the later episode once we cover more of her story. Oh, Estelle, good work with design. You are really growing as a bracer. Haha, I'm still kind of a newbie, I think. Like, I'm not even remotely as good with stuff as that. Well, I don't think you should worry about master cases much. An S-rank bracers is a master of their profession to a degree that they attain the unity of purpose all measure artistic, after all. To be honest, I don't think I could attain such an enlightenment even if I spent my whole life trying. I see. I gotta admit it's kind of hard for me to understand how incredible my dad is, but... Actually, Sin, you mentioned the whole unity of purpose, ideas of Chloe back at the castle. What exactly does that mean? Yeah, I did. It's kind of tough to explain, to be honest. Well, here it goes. Master Cassius was once such a trusted master of the sword. He given the title of Divine Blade. Today, though, he can wield the staff just as easily as the sword he spent his life training with. Why do you think that is? If art was really hard? That's a part of it, sure. But more than that, it is because he could instantly understand and relate the nature of staff combat to his previous experience. Something beyond what we call skill, above reflection forms and reflexes, above muscle memory. Think of it as a mental state where one can grasp the true nature of all things and control them at will. That whole concept is what we refer to as unity of purpose. The true nature of all things, huh? His plan to push back the Imperial Army during your war was the same, I'll bet. He understood the nature of war, of combat, so intrinsically, is that how you spell it? So intrinsically, so instinctively, that he was able to construct the plan he did. There would be no one more fearsome as a foe. I get it, I think. But that means even my supposedly enlightened dad was beaten in some ways by the society. During the coup, he was lured out of the country for starters. Yeah, they almost certainly possess someone equal to Master Cages. It's hard to know if it's whoever Louis is or this professor though. Could it be the guy we know as Lawrence? He was pretty powerful. I don't know. He is incredibly skilled, sure, but I doubt he could patch up the Master Cages. Besides, his chi, his soul, they did not have a unity of purpose, not in the way I have spoken of. He is a blade, sharpened in one specific way by the coldest frost, tempered to perfection untouched by anyone. That is the sense I get of him in the arena at least. Yeah, I get what you mean. He hasn't shown himself, but I figure he's got to be up of something. He did seem to have some kind of fixation on Joshua. It wouldn't surprise me if they would know each other from Joshua days in the society. Between him, me, and Sherazard, we've all got some strange ties in our past in this group. I wonder if this is the guidance of Chi who is above. Hello there. Hello, Estelle. Hi, Shara. Oh, wait, do you want to be alone for a bit? Oh, this isn't like you, Estelle. Why so reserved? You want to ask about Luciola, right? Yeah. She says we met a long time ago, but I don't remember her at all. I was wondering what she was like, and if you could jog my memory. Let's see, where to begin then? We have to begin with her stage name, I suppose. Lucilla, the Witching Bell. She could show her audiences illusion by dancing while using bells and fans, thus bewitching the Missy. Hers and the centerpiece performance of our little circus troupe, the one that really brought the audience in. Illusions! Does she use an orphan to make them? No, she used something she always called illusion magic, which is apparently some kind of very old non-herbal art. Lucille was from a family with a tradition of working the art. Was? People who fall in with a traveling circus like ours tend to be the one who of two kinds. People who had cause to abandon their previous home and families, or people who never had such a thing to begin with. Lucia was one of the former, and I was the latter. I was about 7 years old when Mr. Harvey and his band took me in. Back then, I was little more than a street urchin living in the slums of a city. Pickpocketing, petty theft, there was little I won't do to try to survive. The ones who reached out a hand to me were the troop leader, Mr. Harvey, and little Luciola. They taught me the little girl who couldn't trust anyone, the warmth of a family. And they taught me all sorts of skills that would let me earn a place for myself in the troop. Dancing, beast handling, tarot reading, Lucille taught me all of it. But then, 8 years ago, Mr. Harvey died in an accident. Without his leadership, we all just drifted apart and went on our ways. I've been planning on staying with Luciola, but soon after Mr. Harvey died, she simply told me there's something I must do, and vanished. Hopefully, for the first time in years, I turned to the one remaining man in the world whom I still trusted. As you might suspect, that was Cassius, who already began working as a bracer. You know the rest, I imagine. So that's what happened. I had no idea you'll go through something like that. The reason I aimed to become bracers at first was to improve myself. I wanted to be able to live and prosper on my own, show Lucilla just how far I'll come once she returned. But, well, it has been 8 years. Perhaps that was enough time to re-examine my reasons. Shara! Oh, don't make that face. Like Sin said, I don't intend to simply fight her without saying a word. I want to hear Lucille's story from her before doing anything. I have to know what possible reason I could have made her associate with the society. Yeah, that sounds good. I've got your back, Shara. I'll do anything to help. Aha, I know I can always count on you. Still, you've grown up quite a bit, haven't you, Estelle? What? What? That's kinda sudden. I always thought of you as being exactly what I'd expect of Cassius' daughter. I don't think that's quite right or fair anymore, though. What do you mean? Your strength isn't quite the same as Cassius. Cassius has a heart as deep as the ocean and strength like a relentless wave. But you, Estelle, your strength is like the sun. You shine and make others shine just by being near them. What? My Estelle, you shine like the sun. I think that's why people are attracted to you so easily. It's what I like the most about you, and I know you just felt the same way. I don't think you need to feel any pressure to live up to Cassius, is my point. Yeah. You really are my big sister, Sarah. You always know how to encourage me. Thanks. You're very welcome. Not saying you should return the favor, mine, but you really should drink with me sometime. Now that you are full bracer, you better learn to handle your liquor. How is a booster to... You know what? Never mind, I don't want to know. I'm interested on her dreams, really. Well then, I guess we will not find out about the dream. Thank you for flying with us today. We will still be arriving in Bose shortly. Please be aware that there may be turbulence while landing, so we ask that all passengers take their seats. We have arrived. Hello everyone, good work out there, Roland. Huh, the Silver Strike, the Heavy Blade, the Immovable, and our Rising Star Rookie all together. Brings a tear to my eye, thus. A Rising Star Rookie? Ah, you of course. You are our little walking miracle who's managed to stop the society in 4 different regions. That would have been gossip anyway. You've got to be kidding. Saying I stopped anything is overstating it more than a little. They just ran off once their experiments were done. You did handle yourself well in the Royland case, Estelle. Don't sell yourself too short. Ah, for God's sake, I pressed too early. Yeah, but it was just a bunch of coincidences coming together and... Haha, no need to get so embarrassed. You just need to live up to your reputation is all. Yeah, thanks, Sin. You make that sound like a cakewalk. Anyway, all that aside, what's the situation like here in Bose? There's been no sign of the society whatsoever. No surprise, I suppose, since the Sky Bandit were caught. The army has been patrolling the region pretty heavily. One thing sticks out though, there have been a few too many dangerous monsters prowling around here these days. Really? You know, I noticed that the last time I was here, Bose seems to usually have more wanted monsters than other regions. Why is that? Most of it comes down to Bose being huge and filled with rough terrain, makes it common to see monsters come down from the less inhabited areas. Thing is though, we have 10 cases just since the beginning of the month. 10? That is a lot. I'm guessing that's Captain and the rest of the crew busy. Yes, and Kirsten stopped by the other day to study several of them. Be in your debt if you could take care of a few of them for us as well. That strikes me as a good course of action. It's possible the society is involved with this. Yeah, and they could hurt someone if we just leave them alone. So we should get out of here and take them down. Huh? Kate, what's wrong? Hey, what's up? You're really quiet. Nah, it's nothing. Anyway, let's get out of here and bring some monster heads. Pardon me? Oh, hello, Mayor. Mayor Maybelle and Elila. Ah, good day. Estelle, it's good to see you again. I'm glad to see you are well. Wow, it's seriously been forever. I think we last met at the Queen's birthday celebration, right? Yes, it feels as though it's been ages. I've been hearing all about your exploits in the news though, Estelle. That goes for everyone else as well. I'm glad to see you all safe. Especially you, Chloe. Are you on school break already? Ah, I ended up taking a little time off early. It's good to see you again, Maybelle. Huh, you two seems pretty familiar. Well, Maybelle is to be a student at the academy. We met before she graduated. And I'm certainly glad we met too. I see. And I get Crosser. It has some time, sir. Suppose so. Hang on, I get Maybelle. You know each other? Oh my, yes. I've relied on Mr. Krosner a number of times for various job only he could do. Oh, and 10 years ago. Hey, Mayor. I forgot myself, pardon me. Regardless, I simply wish to stop by today to welcome back. From the sound of things, you're pursuing an international criminal syndicate which threatens the safety of the entire country. An international criminal syndicate. Sometimes they feel more like a society of supervillains, but that's one way to think of them, yes. So far as the city of Bose is concerned, the threat this criminals pose is not someone else's problem, it's everyone's. If I can do anything to assist you in your investigation, anything at all, you only need to ask. Thanks, if you need help, we'll definitely ask. We'll be expecting a lot from you, Mayor. Excellent, now I'm afraid I must excuse myself here. Should anything come up, please come visit me at my residence. Pardon us. Come on, Agate. Could you have been a little more civil? That's who I am. We ain't running a bottle service here, give me a break. Agate can be kind of arrogant to people sometimes. It's usually polite towards clients though. You work kinda short with the mayor, Agate. You're imagining things. More to the point, I remember talking about us bringing back some monster heads. Lugren, give us the breakdown. Right, we have 3 cases outstanding. First, there's a Blade Fang stalking around in the Thorn Press. Alright. We've also got the ghost habitat in the Nebel Valley. Alright. And finally, an octagon raising hell at the Embery Tower. Alright. Okay, got this written down. Alright, once trying the perfect task for my greatsword, I'll be taking charge this time around. Huh? Well, you are a Bose native, my good heavy blade. You're probably the best suit out of all of us. I have no objections. Decided then. Go ahead and pick us a team, Estelle. You're being suspiciously gung-ho about this, you know? Well, fine then. I will level up later on. After this episode, that is. Okay, so if we are going all over the region to find these wanted monsters, since we are out, why don't we stop at Revenue Village? Pretty sure I met this girl on flight over. We visit Revenue after we are done with the work here in Bose. You unfailing plot. I think I guess that's fine. We can hardly go to Revenue without Tita. Alright, can I bring Tita? You have to agree just because of that. Well, let's see what other quests we have here in the Berserk Guild. So we have this monster and Imperial request. 10,000 Mira, wow. Ambassador Krynek medal has been stolen by someone. The Rebellion Ambassador Herbe requests the immediate and full support of the Berserk Guild. Alright then, the missing lady? The young lady has gone missing, let's find her immediately. Who is the young lady? Gwen. The rarest flavor. To develop a new dish I need. Alright. Please deliver the list in its entirety to Gwen. Alright, so I guess we need to farm this. Well, hopefully we could end it quickly here. Do we have the stuff though? Let me check it for a second. I think we do actually. I think we actually do. The rarest flavor. Except Gummy Eyeball. We have no Gummy Eyeball and Curative Horn. So yeah, I think I'm going to farm that up while I'm going to level these guys up too. So yeah, I think I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching everyone. My name is Abnito and I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I will see you guys later in the next video. So yeah, I will take my leave and have a nice day everyone. Peace out. Goodbye.